Welcome back to MMA Surge. I'm your host, The Squid. One of our commenters on YouTube, Thanema13, asked, "Hey Squid, can you show us some counters and some blocks?" Sure, Thanema. I'll show you right now. All right, I'm gonna bring in Simon. All right, so I'm gonna show you some basic blocking and counters, then we'll get into some more advanced stuff. So to start off for basic, you wanna have a nice defense before you even start countering stuff. You know, what makes guys throw punches at you is when they see openings. So you first have to have a good stance. So I like to have a nice stance with my hands are near my face, my elbows are into my body. If I'm like this, the guy's gonna see my face is open, my body is open, there's gonna be all sort of strikes coming at me. So to negate that off the bat, hands up, elbows in, you know, have a nice stance. So now that I have a good stance, I'm gonna show you how to block a jab. So the guy throws a jab, that's how you're gonna look to block it. It's called a parry. So what I'm gonna look to do is when a punch is coming towards my face, I'm gonna look to block it, but just enough where it misses my face. I don't wanna block it. I don't wanna go like that and slap it away. You know, there's nothing to achieve by doing that. So when I do this, I want to block and have my hand right back to my face. Block, block. Pretty simple. And it works the same way with the cross. So he throws the cross, throw it right to my face, boom, pow, throw harder, pow. So if you look what I'm doing, I'm kind of mirroring him. So what that means is, if he throws this arm, I block with this arm. He throws this arm, I block with this one. So he throws the jab, cross, jab. So you can get into kind of drill. If the guy goes jab, cross, just block and hands back to your face. Always have your eyes on your opponent. The parry also works with uppercuts. So the guy throws a right uppercut, I just reach my hand down. I'm looking to kind of hit his hand and stop it. Boom, boom. He throws a left uppercut. So if you see, this is a little different than the mirroring theory. Basically, he throws a right uppercut. I meet him with a right straight down. Boom. He throws a left, right, left. So those are basically your parries. So if I want to get in some real blocking here, I like to have a guy throw a bunch of punches at me. And if you watch Tito Ortiz, he does it well. He's been knocked out a few times, but what he does really well is you put your hands on your head, and when punches are coming at you, you look to roll your elbows in and always keep your eyes on your opponent. So he's throwing these punches at me. I can basically move and kind of block with these elbows, not really opening up to any big shots, but so block for a second. If Simon's blocking, fighters will get overzealous. Guys start throwing these bigger shots. That's when you start to find your counters. So if Simon's doing this, he starts throwing these big shots, that's when I want to throw my counters. I want to look for my shots. I want my eyes open and try to land my counters. So I showed you guys how to parry and block the jabs and the uppercuts. So let me show you how to block and parry the hooks. So if a guy throws a hook at me, basic defense, hand to your ear, answer the telephone, just catch it like that. Boom. So if I want to be a little more flashy and maybe get myself a counter, we're gonna do a parry on this hook. But the way you throw a hook at me, I don't parry like this. You saw it in the Martin Kampmann, Johnny Hendricks fight. You don't parry the hook like this because you'll miss it. So you take your far hand, he throws the hook, I block with this one, and what this can do is I can push down and land a really nice strike over the top. So he throws this hook, boom, boom. That's basically the ways you block and parry all the punching strikes: jab, cross, hooks, and uppercuts. So now we're gonna get into some kick blocking. So let's go over Muay Thai kick blocking. So I have my stance here. So let's say he throws a low roundhouse kick to me. The basic way I block it is by checking it. What a check is I'm gonna aim my foot towards the kick that's coming at me, point my toes up, and I'm gonna look to have my shin hit his shin. So he throws this, boom, and I push it back. Again, boom. Now, let's say he comes a little higher. So if he comes a little higher, you take your right arm and you bring it across. So let's come over here, Simon. Right here. So I have my fighting stance here. He throws this right kick. Bring your arm across and make a T. And you look to lean into the kick. What that does is that takes away a little power of the kick. Again, boom, block it, boom. And now let's say he goes high. So if he goes high, or if you have a guy that's kicking at you that you have these guys that throw these kicks that you don't really know what level they're coming at, you could check, put your elbow under your knee, and bring your arm across. What this is gonna do is gonna save you from all levels of kicks. So he throws this kick, boom, I block, boom. Let's say he goes the other side, boom. That's basically how you block the Muay Thai kicks. If you wanna block these push kicks, there's a few different ways you could block them. One is just tighten up, flex your abs, take it on the stomach. So again, he goes here, I just take it, and I try to be a solid base. Two, push it to the outside. Again, boom. Let's say he goes rear leg kick, push to the outside and move. You know, a lot of these principles, you don't want to stand there and be a punching bag for your opponent. You want to be moving, you want to have your hands up, you don't want to be inviting strikes at you. So keep that in mind, and I think you'll be pretty safe. All right, so let's do a recap, how to block punches coming at you. So first, like I said, have a nice stance so you don't invite too much to come at you. Hands up, elbows in, nice and low, moving. So if a guy throws a jab at you, you're gonna mirror it, parry down, hand back to your face. You don't wanna go too far. So remember, you just wanna block and come right back. Throws the cross, same thing, parry, come back. Parry, come back. The guy throws an uppercut, it's the right uppercut, you meet him with your right hand. Throws a left uppercut, meet him with your left hand. Throws a hook, block and cover, or parry, come back with a punch. So you want to still, when he throws that hook, parry and cover your face and punch right from there. Let's say the guy's throwing kicks, low leg kicks, check by lifting your leg up, pointing your toes up, aiming your shin at the kick. Comes a little higher, bring your arm across, tee up, and try to block it. That's the same thing for both sides. And if the guy throws push kicks at you, one option is just being a tough guy, flexing and taking it. Two, push, turn, cut the corners. If you practice those, you should be pretty safe, and you'll find that you become a little more elusive when you practice this. Hey, thanks a lot, Thinema13. I really appreciate your requests. Hope you enjoy the episode. Make sure you subscribe and tell all your friends to subscribe to our channel. I'm the Squid, and I'll see you next time on MMA Surge.